I mean, my apartment complex has the world's oldest, shittiest washer dryer, so it's like you can do hot and cold. Yeah, like it's a coin op thing, and they want $1.50, but it's not even. It doesn't work very well. For a long time, it didn't ever spin. Like you could not get it to drain completely. And I'm like, man, $1.50 to have my clothes sort of washed. The temperature options are hot, cold, permanent press, which I'm like, what does that mean? Like hot / cold, permanent press, cold. Like, okay. Like there's no delicate cycle or anything else. It's just those options. Like, best of luck.
Permanent press was always an option on every washing machine dryer when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So... But it basically means wrinkle-free. It's what we would call wrinkle-free. It's like what every clothes are now, you know?
So does that mean it's like warm water? Or like if I'm putting other things in there that I don't need to be permanent press cycle, which I've never seen something be like, that's the option you want. Permanent press. Like, nothing else. Mom and dad's dryers, there's something that's like, do you want this more dry or less dry? And I'm like, first of all, I would like all of my clothes to be just dry. I don't know what... Like, more dry than that is too much dry, but like...
But less dry is also not optimal.
Yeah, I don't really want to put on wet clothes. This is why we are using a dryer, but, like... Yeah. But I've always been like, that makes sense to me. You figure it out. How long does this need to dry? You know? And then call it a day once we're there. Yeah. I don't know.
Don't overdo it. And don't bake it too hot.
Right.
So we've toured the campus of Oxford, which is kind of hard to call it a campus, really. But anyway.
Yeah.
So hanging around a bunch of buildings built between 1149 and 1949 or whatever. So Oxford is a university, which is made up of colleges. So, but this college concept is very different than the U.S. It's like a college of like 400 or 500 students. It's like a dorm or a group of dorms, but then it's also got tutors and it's also got counseling services and it's all, so services and whatever. But she fell in love with the one with the big, beautiful English gardens in the ground.
Sure. It was 300 years before Machu Picchu.
What was?
Was built. Oxford. I think that's what I just saw. So.
Really?
Yeah. Oxford is over 300 years older than Machu Picchu, which is interesting. I'm like, man, so you guys are kind of basic over there. I mean, it's a lot of rocks, but Oxford's like a university. Like,
so that puts Machu Picchu in like the 1400s. It is the 15th century Inca citadel. What do you know? Huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's why we came over and like just we the Spaniards came over and just whipped their ass, up and down, basically.
Yeah.
We gave them all our germs because we had more sophisticated germs than they did, and then we had
We're like, Happy Thanksgiving. You're all gonna die.
You got smallpox.
Thanks for teaching us about maize.
In return,
we will give you disease.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Here's what the dining hall looked like at Keble College, which is which is one of the closest to the engineering school. It's on Kiara's top 3 list. Yeah, exactly. The basic college is like got 2 quads like this, chapel, dining hall, library, I forgot to mention. All of these are, basically dorm rooms all the way around. They all have like counselors and tutors and a gym and a bar maybe and whatever.
Yeah.
So by the time you see, it's a little bit like when you go to Europe and you've seen the 1000th church, and you're like, I don't care if this is the most beautiful church in Flanders. I don't care. Like, I cannot go see this thing at this point.
Yeah. Totally indifferent to all of this now. Like, doesn't matter how magnificent you tell me it is. I don't give one fuck.
It's got Piscato Raphael and forever. And like,
I've been to the Sistine Chapel, so don't try to fucking tempt me with the art. All right, like nobody beats that one.
Yeah. So by day 2 at Oxford, by the time you see college number 10, you're just like, I get it. It's gorgeous. They're just like,
wow.
you know? And then they're like, you only got a 2/3 chance of getting the one you asked for, and you don't even have to ask for one or whatever. And it's like, ask for the one you like the best, and you're going to love any one of them you get. It's not like you're going to not go to Oxford because you got into the wrong, that's like not going to your favorite college because you got in the wrong, you didn't get a dorm room in the dorm building you wanted or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, I want to show you what I got myself for my birthday. It's this.
That's probably my age. They get good, yeah.
Yeah.
Very
I was
funny.
like, that's fun. I don't know, this restaurant that I've never eaten at is very famous for doing fun signs. So that's like one of the signs they actually put up. So whoever the sign creator person is, and I'm like, that sounds right for me. Mom was like, it's perfect. I was like, it's a little too enthusiastic.
Okay, Mom. What do you think of that sign creator job is like, man? I think you're day 1, you're like freaking burgeoning with ideas. Good sign ideas. You reach like day 25 and you're like, I can't.
And I'm not sure how often they change them because, like I said, I've never been to this place. Yeah.
So the qualifications to do this job are you have to be witty and you have to be wise, a certain degree of wisdom.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I was just thinking about, like, yesterday with the fireworks. I was in Galveston, and anyways, they sucked. They were, like 3 times I thought it was the finale, but it wasn't because it was super awesome, just because, like, there was kind of a lot happening. And then, like, the finale actually was just like, okay, this is just chaos. I don't know. I've never been super critical of fireworks displays, but I'm like, whoever curated this fireworks, I'm like, man, I don't know what it takes to do that, besides, whatever button you press to, like, start fireworks display. but it was fun to be in Galveston because we bought a bunch and, like, then we're setting them off for a long time. There was, like, some group of, I thought they were teenagers. My friends, they were like, they've got to be in their 20s. I'm like, I don't know. That's all the same to me now. But they were like, set up another one! Like, because they didn't have any, but they were drunk and wanted to see more fireworks. I'm like, okay, I'll try to set up one more. I'm like, I think it's illegal still, but nobody seems to care. Fingers crossed. So,
yeah, fireworks are definitely one of those illegal but not illegal,
Yeah.
If you're in good terms with the cop or whatever and you're not bothering anybody, I'll leave rolling up alone.
Yeah, I mean, on 4th of July, I think if a cop had stopped us, I'd be like, listen, I'm an American. This is what makes me feel American. So I think about those bombs bursting in air, and I'm like, fireworks.
And then you could daze him with your Francis Scott Key Bridge knowledge.
I know. Like, did you know, by the way, in Baltimore, Maryland?
Not the other Baltimore.
Yeah. I mean, there probably is one someplace.
It has to be. It has to be.
Yeah. There's actually a bridge. There's a Mountain Dew conspiracy that relates to this. I can't remember. Oh, it's like what Mountain Dew was released. It was like the 4th of July. Anyway, I'd have to work to recreate it, but I'd be like,
you could ad-lib it, and just could convince the guy you knew what you were talking about exactly.
Right. Like, hey, Officer Jusky, did you know? I've got some fun facts for you. Let's distract you from arresting me or whatever. Yeah.
And by the way, is there like a fire thing, going on? I mean, is there fire danger high or something? I can't set up these fireworks. I mean, come on.
I mean, yeah, I'm like next to the ocean. Like
I'm shooting them out over the ocean.
I couldn't be closer to water for sure, and it rained here, so
there's no nesting water birds laying their eggs right now that I'm gonna frighten into celibacy or something.
Yeah, not in Galveston. Like,
we don't give a shit out of that.
Like,
we dump oil right in the water.
Yeah, like whatever sand fleas and stuff, they're not gonna like it, but I don't give a shit. Like, that's it. I don't know.
In Galveston, the freaking porpoises dive into the oil quirks and.
Man, yeah, there's none of that in Galveston. You remember what Galveston looks like, right? I mean, it's a beach, so I still think it's fun, but it's like, it just looks like you're going to jump into like rolling mud. Like it's brown. Like there's not like one bit of blue water in there. Like, then there's like tons of like just garbage. I don't know. It's just not very well taken care of, even in the nice parts. Like, so if the cops showed up and were like, hey, you can't do that. These fucking the fucking native mockingbirds or whatever are gonna fucking depart this area if they see one more like flashy pew thing. Like they can't handle it. Like, so we can't have that. We need those native mockingbirds. Like these seagulls, these fucking retarded seagulls that
those
are just eating garbage constantly. We can't fuck up their vibe with fireworks. Yes, the city just did something, but like that was separate, you know. It's like kind of over there, not like right here. Anyway,
they had a license.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you don't know what.
Like we're okay with that level of like fucking with the birds, but like, but you're just an amateur. I'd be like, well, I am trying to go pro. I just can't find anyone to mentor me and teach me the qualifications necessary.
Yeah.
Like,
do you know any fireworks mentors, Mr. Cop?
Yeah, not the person that did the ones tonight though, because that shit sucked. I don't want to learn from those guys. Like,
have I told you about the Francis Scott Key Bridge?
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna top that, Gal, and I think we should get it started. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's cue the music. You are listening to Robert and Kalyn Get Rich. If you can't tell, this is our July 4th edition. Today's actually July 5th, but we're one day after Independence Day, 2 days after Kalyn's birthday. Yay. 25 years since I ran for Yell Leader, which is what Kalyn is commemorating with my Junior Yell t-shirt.
Yeah.
You know what episode this is, Kalyn?
60.
That's right, episode 60. I never thought we'd hear such a number.
Yeah. We're only 3,800 behind Joe Rogan now, or something.
One at a time. We're just gonna catch up to him one at a time.
He better stop making them then.
Yeah, or we've got to make them twice as fast. We'll see. Yeah. Which seems like that's too much work. So let's hope he stops.
Yeah. We need to hire someone to do the editing and stuff then, for sure.
Yeah, and
if it's not too crazy of an expense.
Well, they got to do a better job than the guy out of Bangladesh or whatever. So anyway, I'm Robert Kimmel, your host. I am an American. This is Kalyn Kimmel, also your host. She is also an American.
I am.
If you like what you've heard so far, like us making fun of mockingbirds and shooting fireworks at them and things like that, I suggest that you like and subscribe to our podcast, give us 5 stars, leave us a review, and most importantly, forward us to somebody else who you also think hates mockingbird. We would very much appreciate that. One thing you should not do is put your computer on a swiveling pedestal.
It's on a box, on a chair. Like, it was on the bed. I was trying to do one of the desks in your room, but, like, alas,
Taylor's like a goddamn war correspondent.
I know, like, just look at me. I'm like, I've been trying to get set up for a while. But, like, this is the state. This is as good as it could get today. Like,
you don't understand how hard it is, and our parents' help to get settled and get a podcast set up. So, anyway, you can listen to us for advice about how to do that, but do not take any of this as financial or investment advice. We disclaim any responsibility for your dumb decisions. We got our own dumb decisions to make.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's the worst this trip. The jet lag has been ferocious.
Yeah.
So we got, part of it was, you can't sleep all night on the flight over. And
hang on, sorry.
Another thing that's hard is wearing equipment.
I thought this would make my hair look a little better, but I'm like, somehow I made it worse. Like,
I disagree. I think it looks better.
Okay, good. So like these tufts of like random curls, like I look like some weird deranged artist or like somebody who's got schizophrenia or something. I'm like, tell me more. What am I doing here? Where am I? Anyways.
You also look like you're in front of a green screen, and for a background, you selected a really crappy picture.
Like, here we are. There's an urn or something. There's some like Chinese figurines here. I don't know what the... This is some sort of candle thing.
This
Matching
is
mirror.
It's a scene designed to like kill an interior decorator, just make them die of a heart attack, from sadness. Or something.
Yeah. I mean, I can turn to be like, so you can see above the bed. It's like, here's some real good artwork. It's just sailboats. Like, it's like the kind of thing you'd find in an office where it's just like, what we do here is not offend anyone. Nothing offensive about sailboats. Yeah. Just chilling. Like, there aren't any people in this at all, so nobody can be bothered about. Anyway.
Would you like to buy some insurance?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, jet lag is fucking... The struggle is real with jet lag. When we went to Japan, I don't think I ever got over it. Like...
Yeah. Well, night one, we get off the plane. Of course, you barely sleep on the flight over, right? It's horrible to sleep. Then we get off and we go straight to Oxford and walk around this whole campus hall, Then we collapse at the Airbnb at 7 p.m., fall asleep. Right. I sleep till midnight or 2 a.m. or something, and then you're wide awake.
You're like, now it's time to get going. 2 a.m. Like, what can we do? Let's go, see,
The homeless guy cursing at no one outside seems like he can use a little company.
That's nice.
That could be good. Yeah.
An authentic interaction with
So then you lie awake or whatever, until 5 a.m. and then you crash hardcore. You sleep so hard that you cannot even wake up until 10 a.m. when you're just and that's like it feels like 5 a.m. back home, so you're just like after a bad night.
Man.
Cleveland got this like pretty crummy little airport, really. Like, you can't fly anywhere but Chicago. You can fly to Chicago 500 times a day. Orlando once a day.
Houston 4 or 5 times a day.
Yeah. Newark, New Jersey, you could fly there like full time.
Right.
Job. San Francisco once a day. But anyway. But then people are like, well, I love our airport because it's just so easy. You drive right up, you drop off, you go in, you pick up is easy. But, I
mean, the airports I hate. I hate Atlanta because it's like too much. And they're like, it's the busiest airport in the country. And I'm like, yeah, because you're a big city and you should have 2 airports like all other big cities do. But instead you have everything going to this shithole. But the other one I hate is Charlotte. And but that's only because every time I ever fly in and out of there, it's like I have a connection and I have to go from the farthest fucking gate on one terminal to the other. And there's this whole area of rocking chairs and people just sitting there like, and I'm like, fuck all of you. What the fuck? I'm like,
those are last at an airport. You're fucking sweaty and dragging your.
I'm like, I have 15 minutes before my flight departs. They're already saying my name on the overhead or whatever.
It's a D52 on a 7.
Like, are you fucking kidding me? God damn it! Like,
the colored people are slipping around. Some, family has got a witch or grandmother, and you're like.
And why did I try to dress cute today for this flight? I should have just worn my workout attire, but instead I'm in boots and So I'm in heel. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sweaty now, and my backpack's bouncing all over. I'm like, god damn it!
You make it on the plane right before they close the door. And you're on the plane, they haven't fired up the engines yet. Just the little vent is open this much, and and just barely circulating air. And
doesn't it go up further than that? Can I have yours?
Some guy's like,
I need two straws worth of. that amount of air.
You hit the button.
Blowing on my.
I know not what to call you, but I am dying of thirst. Can I have anything to drink? And they're like, no. We're about to pull back.
Like, if you'd only gotten business class, we would have already given you a glass of champagne, even if you, whatever. Like, God damn
it. Those distant plants. You are gonna kill them all.
I'm like, man, I don't even want that shitty champagne. I just want some water right now. Yeah. Like, well, you only have the jumbo bottles to split amongst you like plebs in economy. Like, first class, they'll get like a normal 20-ounce bottle for themselves or something. Damn it.
Yeah.
Like, when Houston had the snowstorm here this year, there were people that, like, the airport IAH was closed, but, like, people had flown in from out of country and stuff, and they were like, I don't have anywhere to go, and I don't really know what I'm supposed to do, so even though not a single store is open for multiple days together, I'm going to be sleeping here and living here. Like, a bunch of people apparently were living there. I'm like, that's a nightmare. How do you get food? Like, nobody's coming to work. All of us were busy, like, trying to create sleds.
We had more important things to do.
Everyone's like, oh my God, there's snow? Get some piece of cardboard that we can try to find a hill and ride down to the bottom. Like, there were very interesting creations. I actually sent this thing to Kiara that was like, what, in like number 6.
Return of the Jedi.
Is that it is? Okay. So when like Luke is like on it's like a motorbike, but it floats. Yeah?
Yeah.
They like are making those now.
Oh, yes.
And I'm like, that's so cool. Like, I don't know how they work, but I saw videos. I was like, Kiara, all of Kiara's shit that she likes these days is like cars. And then she like anything related to that, or I'm like, oh, there's a boy. Oh, it's a F1 driver. Like,
well, she does have a date lined up for when she gets back.
I know.
Oh, you heard that. You're more.
I have heard. I was told not to talk about it though.
Okay. Well, let's make fun of it here on the podcast. Talk about it to whom?
Well, she was like, I mean, obviously nothing has happened yet, but she was like, don't go telling my mom. And I was like, did I reveal secrets before? I don't know. But I didn't think that your secrets are so freaking innocent that like, she's like, I mean, with Yakumo, she was like, we kiss. And I was like, I was like, have you stuck your tongue in his mouth yet? And she was like, no. I'm like, you guys have been going out 3 weeks and you've been doing that kind of kissing, and that's it. Like, man, so cute. Like, don't worry, even if I tell your mom, like, she won't be like, oh, Kiara, degenerate. Yeah, I'm like, Kiara, you're gonna get a boyfriend in Cleveland after you've moved to New Hampshire. Like,
you're allowed to date,
Yeah, of course.
You can have a summer romance and a long distance relationship. So.
Oh God, hopefully not a long distance. I mean,
it might not
should
last.
be just like, we are super casual. We'll pick back up at Thanksgiving or something if we're both single. I don't know. That's what I would hope. I would never do that when I was dating. Like, I was like, I'm gonna marry this one from preschool forward. Like, so you live in Hershey, Pennsylvania, where I went to on a East Coast tour or whatever. I'm like, we're gonna make it work somehow. I'm 16. Like, whatever.
This is destined.
I thought
our destiny.
I'm like,
is success.
We were both at that amusement park. Like, we both like the roller coasters, and then we both thought the other one was cute. So obviously he's my husband. Duh. Like, what more evidence do I need? Yeah.
You basically, like, when they send you to a new school or something, you just find a boy, tackle him, and like, you're my boyfriend now.
Like, the first thing I did when we moved to Texas, like, starting 6th grade was, I was like, you done. Nick Atwood. And like, Memorial Middle School had like the cafeteria was like sort of in a horseshoe shape with like a little outdoor courtyard area in the middle. And so like we ate lunch together, and then when we'd go sit together in the courtyard, and I found out everyone's like, we hear you and Nick are having sex in the courtyard. I'm like, whoa, first of all, like, I mean, maybe we're holding hands. I can't recall a single conversation we ever had now, but like we like having sex at school in front of all of the school. Yeah. I mean, I'm a crazy 11-year-old. Like, I don't know.
Man, the rumors are crazy in middle school. They were yeah. And you're like, and we're all too prude to do anything you're talking about here. So.
Yeah, I'm like I haven't even had my period yet, so like I have no idea about anything. You know, like I basically am the same as a little boy, whatever. But yeah, having sex. Yeah.
I came across a book that made me think of you. Megan Reynolds has taken on the word like.
Oh, boy.
It's called Like, the History of the World's Most Hated and Misunderstood Word.
Oh.
And she busily defends its use as to mean similar to, or to mean they fed.
Right.
Or to whatever.
Yeah. When I'm not using it as a filler, I think I do use it as comparing these two things. Or I say, you know, well, she was like, direct quote, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
She chalks all of it up to misogyny, you know, because it's tied to women, and that women are dumb or something is the reason people don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. The reviewer wasn't nuts about it, I will tell you that.
Yeah, you fucking men are always on us. So we just say, well, I'll go make a roast, I guess. I don't know what to do.
The review is like, I'm not exactly sure who the bad guys are that we're saying are so hard on on this word, or the people who say it, but
yeah. I mean, me of myself,
like,
because it's awful to listen to. I'm like, man, this is a real eye opener to hear myself sound so dumb. But I didn't realize I sounded that dumb. I thought I sounded like I sort of have it together. Instead of I'm like so I don't know. Well, anyway. But
I know.
Yeah,
I've come close to sending you paragraphs out of the sometimes when it's like, and then I'm like, and then he's like, and then,
I know,
like there's this like,
I do know, no, yeah, there often if I think something's funny, then I'll say the sentence and then say like at the end when I'm kind of chuckling. That's what I noticed this last editing. I'd be like, hey, here's a fun joke for you. Like, huh? Like, what happened there? Am I cueing Robert? Like, this is about to be funny. I'll let you know I'm going to be funny by saying like. Got it?
You got it. I'm on it.
P. Diddy's trial's now over, by the way.
I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah. He got guilty of 2 of the charges, or 2 counts, but not RICO stuff. So
yeah.
So he was very happy.
I listened to an NPR thing or the New York Times thing or something about it, and after listening to that, I was not exactly rooting for the guy, but I was also like, all right, come on, Rico, you know,
right,
operating this criminal enterprise and sex trafficking.
Right, like
hiring a prostitute, yes, guilty. You know,
absolutely. Like, I don't think he has any room to stand on that one. It's like well documented. Like, the prostitutes are showing up there and being like, yeah, he flew me around the country so that I could.
Yeah.
Like, he could film me hooking up with Cassie for 3 days straight, covered in baby oil. Like,
Yeah.
Like, dude, man, you're like, your personal like preferences are super being aired right now. But yeah, Dave Chappelle says something. He's like, man, he's up on RICO charges, but he's the only one. Like, RICO means like a cooperative thing. Like, it's an organ, multiple people. But
Yeah.
it's like, yeah. And then when I heard that it was that the government was positioning it as, this is the purpose of the organizations he has to like fulfill his sexual desires and coerce women into things that they don't want to do, whatever. It's like, okay, that's the purpose of his record label. Like, I mean, this is like, he sounds like a terrible person for sure, but
I mean, men do a lot of what they do to attract women, like have good jobs and, are famous and things like that. So, yeah. The upright kind of is for the purpose of attracting women. But,
right. It also, like, has, artists that are using studio time, all of the things. Though, like, he doesn't have that many artists that work with him. And he does do a lot of, like his whole thing with Ciroc, the alcohol. They say they paid him almost $1 billion, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, Ciroc. Like, I had no, until I heard about this P. Diddy scandal, I had not heard of this alcohol. So that was a good use of $1 billion. Like, nice. But
dude, that guy, yeah. But and listen, I wasn't on the jury. I didn't hear all the evidence, any of it.
Yeah.
But from what I thought was a pretty good article, podcast or whatever, I was like, sounds like a little domestic abuse and a little bit of soliciting prostitution. Yeah. It doesn't sound like anything you go to jail for more than 5 days for.
He did not get convicted on the coercion charges or whatever that was. Like that, however they worded that. But like, with Cassie, man, he ruined her. Like, he met her when she was 18 and, like, gave her a 10-album deal and was like, I'm going to be your mentor and blah, blah, blah. And then, like, she did have some studio time. He never would approve anything ever. So she was, like, completely dependent on him. And, like, she was a child. She's 18.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't know. Whatever. And they were together 10 years.
Okay.
With apparently, like, he was very bad with her. There was this other woman who testified. They called her Jane because she wants her anonymity. And I think the jurors just fucking hated her because she was very snippy with both the prosecution and the defense, and apparently Diddy's still paying her $10,000 a month rent. Still now. But she's like, I didn't want to do it. I know the text looked like I was saying, like, oh, yeah, totally, let's do that. That's so fun. But anyway, whatever. And she just, like, basically, you sound like you signed up to be a prostitute once you knew that you could get a lot of money from this one person, right?
Or there are many times in many romantic relationships where you do the thing you're not all that into doing, that you don't want to do all that much, or really don't like doing, but the other person's into it, or whatever. Whether that's going to the farmer's market or having sex with male prostitutes while you watches.
But it would be like drug fueled, 3 days long. Everybody's got to like get on like everyone has all kinds of infections, and like she threw up several times because they're covered in baby, because it's going on for 3 days straight, and I'm like, God. I'm like,
I know.
It's like, also, Diddy, this is a weird fucking kink for you to be like, what I want is I'm gonna tell you guys what to do, and I'm gonna film you for 3 days straight. We're gonna take gobs of drugs. It's gonna be you won't know what you're doing, and everyone is gonna be perpetually like super slippery. The baby oil thing. The baby oil is like the most weird element to me. I don't know. Where you want everybody just covered in baby oil at all times. Like the average like hotel night or whatever they call it. There's a couple of names for them, but like a 3-day fuck fest requires at least 100 bottles of baby oil. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want you to just glisten. I want him to have a hard time holding on to you. Like, you're just a slippery little sucker. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
I think one thing you learn is, like, when these guys become uber rich, like, their sexual proclivities, they just
like
they decide
when no one's saying no to you, like, and everyone's like, yeah, let's give that shit a shot. Sure. Like, like, and you're like, if you don't want to do it, I've got a line of ladies. Like, literally, apparently, the last day of the trial, there were people who got naked outside of court, and were like, and got baby oil and stuff, and were like, I want to be the next freak off. Like, I don't know what you've heard about these things, but they don't sound super fun. I mean, unless you're like, yeah, I want to have sex with random male escorts who are probably gay. Most of the time they are. Like, sure, I'll have P. Diddy and him pee in my mouth at the same time, because that's what tonight's...
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. But he'll pay your rent, so...
yeah. Like, apparently Ron DeSantis, he's like trying to do away with property tax, like, in Florida. Because he's like, when do you ever own this land? Like, it should be yours at some point. And I'm like, that seems fair. Like,
yeah, right.
People end up losing it. I mean, there's lots of old people that move to Florida, and then that property value keeps going up, and
and you can't pay. You move out because you can't pay your property tax. Yeah, for sure.
Right. Yeah. So, I don't know. I was like, that appeals to me, but.
I think they have no income tax there, so what the tax?
That's right. They're going to be like, it's 20% sales tax.
Yeah.
Have fun buying anything. But
there's a stick of gum at $7. Yeah.
Right.
$5 a tag, $2 a gum.
Yeah, you're like, oh, at least,
Oh, by the way, they passed the big, beautiful bill act. You heard that?
I did.
What's your mother point?
No, I watched Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, and like the first thing he had was like a bunch of clips of Trump being like, it's big, it's gorgeous, beautiful, gorgeous bill, like a bunch of them, and it's like, dude, you sound like you're like into this bill, like really like it, like really like it.
Diddy style.
Yeah, you're like, are you like making out with this piece of paper after everyone leaves? Because it's gorgeous. It's so beautiful. Has there ever been legislation that's been this important? It's like, yes. Like, we've done a lot of important stuff before this. Like, a lot of laws, like, we made black people full citizens. That would probably be a pretty important piece of legislation, like, not just like how easy it is to get Medicaid. Like, I don't know.
But this thing is supposed to add $4 trillion to the national debt, which is already way higher than it's ever been in peacetime by a long shot. And
and it's like, but who cares? I mean, does it matter? Like, we keep doing it, like we don't, we're gonna have a balanced budget. It's like, no, you're not. We're gonna end up with more in debt. I don't think we've ever gone the other way. We're not like, we're really gonna pay it off this time, China. Just keep giving us money. Promise, we're good for it. Like, nope. It's just gonna, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And like $37 trillion doesn't even mean anything to me, really. Like, that's just like, you're just like an insane number. Like, it could be a Google or whatever.
Let's see about us getting rich, huh? Let's take a look at
let's look at the portfolio. I've been dying to know about how our what is it? Stock has been doing.
S. Yeah, sorry. Well, let's go take it. The one we just invested in? Mm-hmm. Hey, all right. This is us. We are up 20%. This is the highest ever. The S&P's been on a run. Yes, S has been a great addition to the portfolio. Up 6.96%.
Hell yeah.
Since its addition. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Not very long.
No, not very long at all. Up 1.7 of that was on Friday, so it's been cooking.
Awesome.
Since we bought it. Helmet's a big contributor, all the same.
Yeah,
Helmet. $3,000 of our $4,000 are from Fannie Mae.
Up 500%, 550%.
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, and we already cashed out, $600 of it, so that was pretty good. Eagle. I don't know how we've lost $300 on Eagle Pharmaceutical. Oh yeah, I do. Never mind. So.
Yeah, they are going under. They're killing us. Damn it. We would be at like 25% if it wasn't for Eagle Pharmaceuticals.
I know. So we're at 20. The S&P's at 10. So that's done really well.
Still, we are not providing financial or investment advice, but
Fannie Mae.
Doing pretty good, I will say.
Risky holding. The Get, they're even doing well. They're beating the S&P 11%.
Hey,
that's on the back of S5, which has done well. But Dizzy, man, the Dizzy's the crown jewel of their portfolio.
50%.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
Holy crap.
Andor was
I
fabulous.
guess. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's the thing, right? They probably made a deal with some streaming service or I don't know.
Who
something.
knows?
Yeah,
probably right. Something bigger picture than the Andor franchise. You're probably right.
I mean, maybe the only time I've ever heard Andor is on this podcast and the various podcasts. First when we were with Justin and Kelly, and they're like Andor, and I'm like, are you saying AND/OR? Like, okay, Disney and/or something else.
But look at that. This is Justin's Terra portfolio, up 24.59%.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, congratulations, assuming that this is
that it holds
still holding true to your thesis.
Yeah. Well, the baseline.
I mean, right now it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hats off to Justin. He's doing great. Maybe he wants to sell out. Maybe we should. He can opine if he wants to close out these positions and lock in his gains. So they've all been really solid except for Best Buy. But freaking W, which is what was W? I forget. Wayfair.
Wayfair, man.
You're crushing it, Cynthia.
Like, yeah. I mean, I have bought stuff from Wayfair.
Yeah.
They have like a weird level of, I don't know, they'll have like super cheap garbage, and then also I was looking at couches, and there's like, here's a couch, like sectional, that's $150. So I'm like, that's gonna be a great couch. And here's another one that's $20,000, and I'm like, your customer's like, I want to spend somewhere between $100 and fucking 25 racks, like, somewhere in there on a couch. Jeez,
Yeah.
It's a very big range.
They seem to sell a lot of things. We've looked at a lot of home decor stuff, and it's like you can also order it from Home Depot or
Amazon or whatever, Walmart.com or something.
Yeah. Walmart.com, exactly. You can find a lot of this stuff there. So
yeah.
Anyway. Mostly, I just associate them with cheap Chinese crap, and they're just
not quite Temu level or whatever that site is. Like, I had one order from there, and they were like, "Oh, you put this Lego thing in your cart. Now you can have 5 items for free." And I'm like, "What?" Like, how did that happen? Like, I add a few, and they're like, "This one we're gonna have to charge you 50% because it was like more expensive than the Lego." I don't know. It's so crazy. And then they're like, "But you can have 2 additional free items." I'm like, how is this happening? And like,
any updates on your radio cabinet?
So yes, I have been working on it. It's kind of like, I think that parts of it are like a little gunked up, and I don't know how to clean them exactly because like I need to get like some of the like dust and yeah, it's like I need some. If it was new, then it would be like just you put a little bit of like some sort of lubricant stuff on like the metal bits that whatever. But after 50 years, then it's gotten to be like just gunk, and so I don't know. I was trying to use a duster, but that wasn't like strong enough. But I also So anyways, but the radio, like the sound is good. I can't get the record player to like go long enough, but I'm getting there.
Wow,
I think
good.
that it's just So I'm gonna like take a couple records from here because I bought one at Goodwill just to like test it out. But yeah,
I think what you'll test out is whether Mom knows that the 14th record from the left and the 7th from the right.
Right?
Wait a minute. What did you do with the Brahms Concerto number 5?
Where is... I see that we still have Weird Al Polka Party, but I don't see the Fat album, so... What gives, Kalyn? like, does anybody use the stereo up here? Like, that we've had since, like, it's been in our world as long as I've been around. Like, I came online and it existed here already. Like, you know?
Yeah.
But,
yeah. But and never won every spun album.
Like, yeah. Now the record player, I know that the record player, like, it either goes too fast by a little bit or you can't, it's like just too slow. There's no, whatever dial you turn, it like doesn't actually meet in the middle. It just like, it's like, you want it to be at 70 rotations per minute, or do you want it to be at like 60? And you're like, actually 65 is perfect. So like, yeah.
Just like the clothes washer, you want it to be just exactly the right number of rotations.
Yeah, but like if you know a song and you're like, man, this is just a little bit slow, like I'm just, or it's just a little bit fast, and you like feel frenetic singing, like,
come
singing,
on, Weird Al,
whatever, Star Wars Christmas, like, what can you get? I woke you for Christmas, and you're like, it's so fast. Like, yeah. They still play it, that CD every year. Dad was so pleased with himself when he found it.
I have zero doubt.
I will never take that. I wouldn't be forgiven.
No, never. That's one of the prized family possessions right there. Right up there with the wastebasket, the TV pipe in the garage, the tape.
Yeah. Here is the wastebasket that I took. Right where it belongs, next to the TV that was in the living room. Now sits in your room. So if you want the TV that is this thick and weighs 800 million pounds. Like,
has a terrible picture.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if it turns on, to be honest. But but you know. But it's here, and it's got a VHS, ready to go VHS player and a DVD player.
Yeah.
Ready to be hooked up.
VHS. Oh, good. I can listen to all my VHS tapes. That's fantastic.
Yeah, well, you can watch that video of me with different hairstyles when I was like 10.
Fantastic.
It's a 2-minute video. It's awesome. That's the only VHS I think you'd want to watch. Yeah. Anyway. Wow.
Well, I think we got to wrap it up, Kalyn.
I think so, too.
It's getting late here in Oxford, England. Yeah. And maybe not quite so late in Houston, Texas, but you've got family to spend time with. You got to distract mom and dad while you steal their records.
No, they're going to a friend's house tonight, so so I'm like, oh goody, I get to, I'm gonna take all kinds of shit from you.
Giggity.
Yeah, I can't wait to find like a fucking sweater of yours that I hate or whatever. I'll find your backpacking backpack and I'll take that. Like, and I'll be like, where is it, Kalyn? She always takes stuff. Why do you need Robert's backpacking backpack? I just need it, okay? It reminds me of how he used to go backpacking. I like thinking about it. I don't know.
All right. Well, let's cue the music. You've been listening to Robert and Kalyn Get Rich and make fun of our parents for holding on to stuff too long and making fun of other things, but mostly getting rich. Except we're going to have to rename the show. Justin gets even richer than Robert and Kalyn based on his stock picks. There's still he's barely richer than we are.
And we don't even know if it's his thesis yet.
Yes.
Because they were supposed to be when the tariffs went away.
Yeah, fair enough.
And they haven't. They're just on hold. They're like P. Diddy.
Anyway, whether you think Justin's richer or we're richer, listen, like and subscribe. Give us 5 stars. Send us to your friends. Send us an email, robertandkalyngetrich@gmail.com. We promise we respond to every single email that we get. That isn't spam. Every single time. Well, whatever you do not treat this as financial or investment advice. We disclaim all responsibility for anything you might do in regards to this podcast. So,
your bad decisions are your own. Don't blame us.
Oh, and one last note. If you're going to criticize, make it funny.
Be funny.
With that, we should say goodbye.
All right.
Bye-bye.